by the way, speaking about college football, because it's crazy that we have something that you can dub as the worst college football season ever when the sport was totally transformed in September by Coach Prime. I don't understand. I mean, I was told that college football's landscape had changed forever by Colorado, and it doesn't seem that way. Stugotz, let me ask you a question real quick.
Sure.
Which of Coach Prime's 6 straight losses to close the season would you dub the most transformative?
I don't know the 6 that he lost to. I stopped paying attention after 60 Minutes went out there.
Mike has enjoyed doing this over the last 2 months, and I have explained to him a number of different times that Deion Sanders won the season in the very first game.
Yeah, huge win over 5-win TCU.
But we kind of forgot about it, to Mike's point.
It was a massive win over 5-win TCU. And then he followed that up with a massive win over 5-win Nebraska. What bothered me so much in the moment, and I think Deion will...
That's a good year for Nebraska.
Well, they haven't made a bowl game in like 8 years.
Right.
So I guess.
Matt Rule getting it done.
I don't know how Matt Rule invented a way. If you see some of the quarterbacks they went against, he invented a way to not make a bowl game this year. But what bothered me so much about the Deion thing is that it was just all too much too soon, and it was too much from a bunch of people that had found their college football voice, that would never talk about college football, yet they felt qualified to dub, and I'm lumping Dan in on this because he's one of these Northeastern media types that are just making takes about Deion Sanders.
In the South?
Yeah. You were born in Jersey. I'm lumping you in. What were we doing then? If you look back at the takes.
They were ranked,
If you look back at the takes, and I was the bad guy for saying, let's pump the brakes, guys. It's still a question as to whether or not he'll get over 3.5 wins. These wins are over not good teams. And I was laughed out, and I was called a hater, which I don't understand the ammunition I gave you. Yeah, I looked directly into the camera and said, I hate Deion Sanders and I hate Colorado fans. But other than that, I've been pretty fair when it comes to Deion Sanders. It's going to take a minute. You guys put him on this pedestal. Thankfully, you have the self-awareness to not knock the guy down. But you acted like in September.
Mike's a big it takes a minute guy with this Miami stuff.
It does take a minute. It does.
It took a minute to get to that take also.
It did. It took several months. But I was rational about it. Look, we all said, well, Sonny Dykes fixed it in a year. Sonny Dykes here too misses a bowl game. It does, traditionally, outside of, say, for a few outliers, it happened to Nick Saban. It takes time to build programs. You were all crowning his ass and doing broadcasts from Boulder, Colorado, like this guy was going to be running.
What happened.
They kept it close against USC. USC is garbage this year.
They're bad.
Garbage.
Right.
So what I'm saying is maybe next time this pops up, and it may be as soon as next year, slow the down.
But who are you yelling at?
I'm yelling at the established media.
Okay.
That thinks they can just venture into this seedy world of college football and talk about it with authority. You think Mike Wilbon knows what's going on in the Pac-12? He doesn't. He doesn't. Wow.
Pat McAfee was buying into the Colorado stuff.
Everybody was. Everybody is culpable. Dan is culpable.
But I took out 60 Minutes before the season started. You weren't with me then. Now you're with me?
Yeah, no, I understand how it's fun. It's great to make a 4-win team into a national title contender. Do you realize the prices that you guys had for futures with Heisman?
Hold on a second, Mike. At the time that we were talking about this, we said again and again, they do not have the interior line play to be on the field with these major programs.
I said that.
It too,
I
Mike.
said that.
Mike, I said the
you
same
took my
thing.
take.
Mike,
I said that.
Mike.
Mike. I was assaulted for my beliefs and my convictions.
Mike.
I was made into a
Nobody
villain.
was arguing they had a great offensive line.
Mike, I was not arguing on behalf of them being a champion. I was arguing on behalf of them fixing what was one of the worst programs I'd ever seen and having a full stadium.
Okay. Yeah, they have a full stadium because the media machine made it. It's a 4-win team. He didn't fix jack shit. Like your whole argument was economical. Indiana had $20 million to pay their coach to not coach anymore.
What?
Because they're in the Big Ten. Everybody makes money. If
so
making money is a barometer. The barometer for success is, get this, in big breaking news, success. He hasn't had it yet.
No, it is not. In the current age of college football, it is relevancy. It is not success. It's are you relevant?
Okay, well, I'll check back. It's November. Is Deion Sanders relevant? Because he just lost 2 4-star commits.
He
in
lost
the
that
last
quarterback, right? Yeah.
We will
Is
see
he
how
relevant?
we will see how relevant he is when his son's not the quarterback, because his son and Travis Hunter were their best players.
His DC just quit on him,
Right.
which is fine. His DC wasn't great.
But Dan, you have
His
to give
big
him
move was giving Pat Shurmur play calling duties
Right.
on an offense that was actually working.
You have to give them this, though. Like Colorado State, game day going out there, perhaps we should have thought about that before we did it.
You
right?
guys were crowning him after a
Disagree.
1-point
But it
win
was
against
fun.
Colorado.
Disagree.
State.
It was
but,
fun.
Yeah, for the week it was great. It was fun. There was 2 different
It's all
networks that were
content,
out
man.
there.
This is all
Yeah.
that matters is content.
But
like
I-
Two bad teams.
No.
but like-
It's all fun and games, and it's all content until you did that to Colorado.
But who
you
ca-
gassed them up. You gassed them up, and you were insulting
I
to
take
everybody.
my hat off when I shake someone's hand.
Yeah, you
Remember that?
guys gassed them up, and they were who they improved, and you've made them feel bad about their season. Shame on you.
But those weeks they were the biggest team.
They
I
were
mean,
relevant.
the media
No,
made it that way.
yes.
But yeah, that was
They
the
beat
fun thing at the moment.
TCU.
But college game day goes to try to capture the fun thing at the moment each week, and
Right.
that was the fun thing at the moment.
They
that
were at
week.
James Madison a
And,
couple
and
of
by
weeks
the
ago.
way,
they were
like-
at Duke earlier in the season,
but-
which feels ridiculous in hindsight.
But they went there knowing we need to get this out of the way now, because I think that they
did
knew.
say they were like, look, we won't be back here. It's now or never.
And then they went right back. I mean, Fox was at the Colorado game for 3 consecutive weeks.
They had the game, though.
They
right?
fed the monster.
Mike,
You got juice.
Mike is so mad that,
They were right those 3 weeks, man.
that Game Day and Fox aren't in the parking lot outside of Hard Rock Stadium.